Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate how to locate SVG elements using XPath expressions and CSS selectors locators. So let's get started. First, I'll try to explain and practically demonstrate how to use XPath expressions in locating the SVG elements. So what I did here is I already created a web page, okay, which has this SVG element available. I right click and open this HTML file in any browser, let's say Chrome browser, etc. And here, whatever the square box and circle icon that you see are belonging to the SVG element, guys, okay. I'll right click here and select inspect option. I'll also increase this font so that you can see the square box and circle in a proper dimensions and all. Here you can see the HTML code. Here you can clearly see the HTML code, guys. Okay. Now what I want to do here is I'll use this editor of this selector sub. It clearly mentions that, okay. When I try to inspect this element, it's clearly mentioned. Selector sub clearly mentions that this particular element that you want, that you are trying to locate is nothing but SVG element. That's great. I have disabled this auto suggestions and auto generation so that I want to create XPath expressions for locating these SVG elements by myself. So if you ask some beginner who is new to this SVG elements location and all to write some XPath expressions to locate this SVG element, here we have an SVG tag, right? Okay, here in the HTML code, we have an SVG tag. How the beginner will write? The beginner who is not aware of this SVG elements but is aware of the XPath expressions creation will something like this, write like this, double forward slash and given by the tag name SVG and press enter. You see, it will say invalid XPath, invalid SVG XPath format. You cannot write XPath expressions like this. But generally speaking, this is a proper XPath expression only, but this kind of XPath expression cannot be used for locating the tag having the SVG tag or SVG elements. Okay. So how to overcome this problem? To overcome this problem, guys, we have to use something known as name function. Okay. In the XPath expressions, we have to use the name function. First, we have to give the double forward slash. Okay. The related XPath expressions will start with the double forward slash. That's correct. After that, we should not give the tag name. If you give the tag name, it is not locating. You see, if you give the tag name here and press enter, invalid XPath. So you cannot give the tag name. In place of the tag name, I am going to give hashtag symbol. That means any tag. And then I have to put some square brackets. Inside the square brackets, I have to write something known as name function. I'll write, okay? I'll write the name function. Name is equal to, in single quotes, I have to write the tag name here, okay? I should not be writing the tag name here. In place of the tag name, I need to write the hashtag symbol, and as a value for the name function, inside the single quotes, I have to write SVG. Now press enter, it will locate. This is the process, guys, okay? This is the process of locating the SVG element. You see, SVG element is getting located on the UI and here, right? This is a format we have to follow. We should not be writing double forward slash SVG. We have to write double forward slash asterisk symbol. Asterisk means any tag. And after the asterisk symbol, we have to provide the circular square brackets. And in that, we have to provide the name function and is equal to, and with some values surrounded by single quotes known as the tag name, that is SVG. That's what is a process. Okay. The next thing, some people will also ask you to locate the SVG with the help of body tag. If that is a requirement, how do you have to write? Double forward slash body. You will be able to locate the body tag because it's not an SVG element. Body tag got located here. Under the body tag, SVG is a child tag. If I say slash SVG, it's not going to work. It's going to give invalid XPath. We cannot give the tag name here. In place of that, we have to provide the hashtag symbol. And again provide the square bracket. Name function is equal to single quotes SVG. Same process. Okay, like this we have to write. You cannot directly locate the SVG tag, guys. Whenever you have to locate the SVG tag in the XPath expression, you have to write the XPath expression like this. Okay, hashtag square brackets name function is equal to SVG. Okay, this is the process. Or there is another way, guys. Okay, there is another way. That is double forward slash hash freak. This is the way, right? This is the first way that I told you. SVG. This is one way, right? In place of the this will locate. This will locate the SVG tag. In place of this name function, you can also write local hyphen name. Local hyphen name, circular brackets, and press enter. Another way. Okay, which one is simple? Name function is simple. You can why I'm explaining this local hyphen name, because some people will use local hyphen name in place of normal name. Okay, instead of name function, they'll be using local hyphen name function also. So you should not get surprised. But this one name function is kind of simple when compared to the local hyphen name function. Okay. And this is a way of locating the SVG tag here or SVG element here. Now, another challenge. Another challenge here is I don't want to locate the entire circle with square bracket. Only this circle I want to locate. I don't want to locate the square symbol. I want to locate only circle. If you see the circle here, it is under the SVG, right? So if I write double forward slash circle, will it locate? No. Okay, it will say zero elements. This is not the right way. How to do this? How to do this, guys? Can I write like this? Double forward slash hash trick square bracket name function is equal to SVG, and then press enter. It will locate the this element and slash circle. Can I write zero elements again? This is also not working. So the best way to write this to locate, you see, either you want to locate the SVG tag element or the tags under the SVG tag, whatever it may be, the same process should be followed. That is double forward slash. Okay, in place of the tag name, you provide hashtag symbol, and here square brackets. Inside square brackets, either local hyphen name or name function. Name function is kind of simple, is equal to, here in single quotes, you give the child tag name of the SVG tag name. Okay, this is the way. For the child tags of this SVG also, the same process need to be followed. Then only you see circle got located. Now, if you want to locate this square kind of stuff, here tag name is RECT. Give RECT. It will locate only the rectangle. You see, this is how we can locate only the circle, or this is how we can locate only the square and all those stuff. Okay. If you want to locate the SVG elements or the child elements of the SVG, the same process need to be followed. Here I can also give local hyphen name also. The same thing will happen. Okay. Hope you got the idea. This is how we need to write the XPath expressions in locating the SVG elements on the web pages. Okay. Hope you got the idea about the how to write the XPath expressions for locating the SVG elements and its child tag elements under the SVG tag. That is XPath expressions part. Now coming to the CSS selectors. Now coming to the CSS selectors, guys. Now coming to the CSS selectors, it's very simple, guys. Okay, there is nothing hard in CSS selectors. It's very easy. You see, in CSS selectors, we don't have any rules like XPath expressions, like to use name function and all. Casually, how do you write the CSS selectors? The same way you have to write. For example, if you want to locate the SVG tag, just type SVG. That's it. Press enter, it will locate. You see, no extra rules, regulations. This is a CSS selector, SVG. It has located. If you want to locate the circle, just type circle here. Okay, whenever you have a requirement of locating the SVG elements and the child tags under the SVG elements, directly go with the CS selector. See, if you don't remember the name function or local hyphen name function, etc., etc., you can directly go with the CS selector. CS selectors work fine directly with the SVG elements and its child elements. Okay, and if you want to locate the give the rectangle tag name and use it, is going to locate the rectangle. Okay, under a child element under the SVD tag. And similarly, if you want to locate this circle with the help of ID, you can write like the square bracket ID is equal to what is the value of this circle? Circle 1. Like this, you can write. It will locate the circle. If you want to locate this rectangle using this ID, okay, here RECT 1, it will locate the rectangle. You see, this how simple. There are no rules, regulations, no changes to be done for CSS selectors. Only the changes for XPath expressions are required. While you are using XPath expressions for locating the SVG elements, you have to either use this name function or all those stuff. Okay, but coming to the CS selectors, directly you can use, guys. Okay, directly you can use. So how did we use? Double forward slash hashtag, like this we have to use. Okay, double forward slash hashtag. Okay, here double forward slash hashtag. Okay, like this. Or you can also use local hyphen name also. Okay, or alternative you can use in case of the name function, you can use local hyphen name in case of XPath expression. But in CS selectors, you can directly use, guys. Okay, and one more thing here, if you are writing square bracket ID is equal to circle here, circle 1, enter, it is locating, right? There is shortcut in CS selector, right? You can also write the shortcut circle 1. You see, there is no rules, same things. Okay, CS selectors are as it is for SVG elements like other elements location, but XPath expressions, this kind of modifications are required. Okay, for XPath expressions only modifications like name function and local hyphen name function are required, but CS selectors you don't have to do any changes. If your intention is to locate SVG elements, only XPath expressions, you need to remember this stuff. For CS selectors, naturally you can write the CS selectors to locate the SVG elements on the web pages. So hope, guys, with explanation and practical demonstration, you understood in this session how to locate SVG elements using the XPath expressions and CS selectors. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye.